Welcome to the very first episode of Aussie English in my new studio.
It looks amazing.
It smells amazing.
It smells amazing, it's true.
How do you feel? It's a bit of a different setup, isn't it?
It is great. It's very different. Because you always had to improvise, right? At least when we were living with your parents, it was always like, oh, Dad, can I use your office? Or doing things in a very improvised way, but now you're very professional, so...
Feels more professional. It sounds better, hopefully. I'll have to check out the audio after this. But so we've got, new microphones, we've got a new desk. What have we got? We've got some special arms.
Man.
We've got a new house as well. We do,
Yeah.
we do. So what do you want to talk about, Kel? Because I should probably tell them.
It's a trial.
It's 9:59 p.m.
Just came back from Melbourne.
Yeah, Kel's had the day at work and I've just dragged her out of bed and told her to get on the podcast. I'm like, come on, let's do an episode. We can just give them an update. We can just chat. We can talk about nothing in particular. We can give them an update as to Kel's pregnancy, the house, business as usual, or is it a bit different at the moment? What's been going on in our life, Kel? Give me the deets. Give me the down low, give me the information.
Finally settled. There's still a couple of things in the house to organize, but it does feel like a house finally. You have our place, and after 6 months of sharing houses with people, and another 3 months with your parents.
We went back to my folks' place, I think September. Yeah. So we came back on the 15th, right?
Yes.
All right, so we were there on the 15th until, what's the date today? The day is the 12th, and we've been here for what, almost a week?
In the house, we moved, a week, exactly a week, last Wednesday.
Yeah, so we were at my folks' place for a bit over 2.5 months.
Yeah.
So it was all right, but it was a bit full on, just with, not because they're bad people or they're frustrating or anything, there's just a lot of people in the house, so we're sort of used to it, and just needing to find space, right? So anytime I wanted to record a podcast, I would have to find somewhere quiet, whether it was in our room. I didn't have a desk because there was just stuff everywhere, or I would have to ask for Dad's office to try and use that when he wasn't using it for his things. So it wasn't ideal, but beggars can't be choosers. It was definitely good because we saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
I could obviously save a few $1,000s and spend that on this studio. Getting the house organised as well has been pretty expensive. So we're back down to, running on fumes. So we're back down to zero, effectively.
Oh, my God.
But it's been good.
That's it. I think it was hard for you saying that you work from home and having people always having people around. It does feel like, oh, he's always here. So I think we sometimes took it for granted.
Yes.
Can you drive me, can you take me somewhere? Can you do this?
Well, one of the things I think that was annoying me the most was Mum would always come in and ask me to do stuff whilst I was behind the computer. And Dad would be in his office, so I would use the kitchen dining room table as my desk. And I understand. You walk into the room and you see me there and you think, oh, Pete's here and he's just on his computer. So he's probably just, fluffing about. But, and I probably was at times.
Yes.
But yeah, that was the hardest thing. I'd be working, I'd be editing podcasts, I'd be doing whatever, and Mum would be like, can you take out the trash? Can you take the dog for a walk? What are you doing for dinner? And I'd be like, Mum, can you just give me 5 or 10 minutes?
But it's hard
I'm just trying to
people
finish
around
this up.
you, I guess, because it's not that, at least I can only speak for myself, but it's not that I don't respect your time, you here, assume you're free to do whatever. It's more I don't know if you're taking a break. I don't know if you're into in the middle of something really important. So, I end up asking, can you do this and that? And then, oh no, he's actually working hard right now. So.
It's all right. And that's the good thing, I guess, about my job is the fact that I can be more flexible. So I can do what I'm doing, but it usually doesn't have to be done right then and there. I can go away. I can, spend time with you. I can go out, walk the dog. I can take the trash out and I can come back and then smash out the work.
But on the other hand, if you take those things if you let it take over,
Yeah.
you'll be like, oh, it's 10 p.m. I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
So you
That
have to be
happens at
extra
times,
determined and organized.
Well, and I think the hardest part for me at the moment is finding rhythm and finding boundaries. So trying to get
boundaries for you or for other people.
No, more for like where I need to get everything done by a certain amount of
Yeah.
time. So as opposed to just letting things kind of roll over, like, oh, today I didn't do this, so I'll do it tomorrow, or oh, I didn't finish this by 5, so I'll keep working until 11 p.m. I think the difficult thing for me is now going to be getting used to having boundaries, especially with the baby on the way.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Like, having the baby at home, I'm sure there'll be times when I'm like, can I just have a hand, or can you have to step in?
Which is fair enough.
Absolutely.
But also
then,
I want to be free because I want to spend time with the baby. So I want to get everything done by a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And I think this is something I wanted to talk about this for a while, I guess, with you, the pregnancy and everything. You and I are pretty different with preparing for things. I kind of just run in head first and I'm kind of like, we'll work it out. Like, I feel like it's, for me, it's kind of like when I was at university. It's probably the story of my life. I've probably always been like this, where it's like, I don't have a plan, but I know that because there is a date when it has to be done by, it'll get done. You know, like I've always had that, whether it's been my high school and assignments all the way through to my master's degree and my PhD at university. It was always like, okay, well, there is a cutoff date and I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but it's going to get done.
I think I was like that, but there was a turning point in my life when I really thought I have to take responsibility. I mean, not saying that you don't. I'm just saying personally for me, it was really like I was always relying on people to do things for me. And since I became the person who deals with my own problems and I solve things and I'm in charge, I became this obsessed person. Like I'm always like trying to control things, and if I have to do something, I'll prepare for it. Like,
well, it's a two-edged sword, right? It's a two-edged blade where you're a lot more organized than I am, but you're a lot more rigid, I think, in what you want to do and what you want to have done. And I think you're a bit more, I dare say, neurotic in that you worry a lot about certain things.
Yes.
And to my detriment, I don't worry about things enough. So I think it is, and this is where you and I probably balance each other out really well, I think, in our relationship, because I think you think the worst quite often for things and you worry, and I maybe assume the best when it's not necessarily going to work out that well. And so I think we end up in the middle somewhere usually, which works out well. Because I'm always like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Don't. Why are you crying? It'll be fine. The baby will be fine. Like we don't have any money, but it'll be all good. Don't worry. It's like we're not going to die in the street. Something's going to work out. And Kel's always like, that doesn't fill me with confidence.
I don't know. I am a bit neurotic, I think. But it's not something I'm conscious about most of the time. Like with the house, I was freaking out. I'm still a little bit, uneasy because you have things everywhere. So I want to get my holiday. I gotta get on holidays and I want to organize everything. So until I do that, I keep thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yes.
So it just eats at you. You're constantly thinking about, oh my gosh, there's a mess in the house. I need to clean it. Paint the furniture. I've got to organize all this stuff.
Yeah.
I know. Whereas I'm just like, it'll get done. When it gets in the way, I think if we were both in a house that was on fire, the moment that the candle is lit and has fallen over, you're freaking out, running around screaming. And I'm just there like, whatever.
I wonder who is going to be saved.
Well, that's it. And then by the time the entire house is on fire and I'm lying down trying to avoid the smoke, I'm like, I think it's probably time to leave. It's not going to be okay.
It is a good balance, I guess, because a lot of times you make me calm and you're supportive and you say things will be fine, and it does help. But other times I'm like, Pete, you have to do it, and I'm doing it right now. So it is good that we help each other.
So it's a lot of carrot and whip for the donkey, right? Sometimes you're really nice, and then sometimes you're like, whoosh. But it's good. And we were talking about this a while ago where I was like, imagine if I was like you.
No,
and we were in
you
this
wouldn't work.
relationship together. Or imagine if you were like me and we were in this relationship together, nothing would get done.
Nothing would
We
get
wouldn't
done.
even shower.
We
wouldn't clean our
have to get
teeth.
married because, you know, we would be like, I remember I was always like, okay, the documents. And then you're like, oh yeah, no rush. You're going to do it. And then I'm like, Pete, just let's do it.
Let's do it and have it done.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know how we got onto that.
No, me neither, but yeah.
It is interesting. There you go. There's a bit of a
So yeah, we're
background
living.
to our relationship.
That's a reality. I don't know, like a reality call, reality check. I don't know what to say, but
reality
like,
check.
when you finally living together, because we were like, yes, we got married, we're still with your parents, and then in Canberra we were living together, but then there were other people around, but now it's just you and me.
It's death.
And very
Kidding,
so
I'm
it
kidding.
does feel like that's my family, that's it.
It does feel weird to have your own place for the first time. I'm probably pretty old for someone who normally has their own place, just because I've been studying for so long and then moving to Canberra and everything as well on top of that. So it's definitely good. It's pretty weird to think that I think a year and a month ago I was still doing my PhD, or I'd just handed it in. So I've managed to support myself for 1 year.
It's amazing.
On the podcast.
I remember when you
Thanks
left.
to you guys. Thanks to you guys. In no small part. I wouldn't be here without you who are listening to us right now.
I remember when you left the job at the restaurant, I was like, that's amazing. Because it was risky, right? Like, you were like...
I was crapping myself.
I know. And Aussie English wasn't, you know, you're still growing, but at the time, I was like, is it going to work? Like, is it... And then you just like, you know what? I have to dedicate 100% of myself to this. And it is working. So...
That's it.
It's amazing.
Well, and I think the nail in the coffin for me, career-wise, concerning my career, was when my dad was like, do you really think you're made to work 9 to 5 behind a desk? And I was like, you don't think so? And he's like, no.
It is so good that your dad spoke to you, you know, about those things.
Yeah, I think he just saw that I was very creative and I like to do my own thing. I don't really like to adhere to other people's routines or schedules as much. I mean, you know, obviously within reason, family, friends, whatever, but like studying like some of the other PhD students there, I just never did. I never went in from like 9 in the morning until 6 in the afternoon or whatever and just sat at my desk reading. I just couldn't handle it. I needed other things going on. I needed a change of scenery all the time to just be keeping myself sort of, you know, cognitively active. I feel like I change between things. But that's a double-edged blade because I'm constantly looking for new things to entertain me and make me, you know, interested in...
But it's good that your dad said that, because most dads would be like, you find a real job, la la la, you know, but...
Well, he's probably somewhat like me, where he's thinking, it'll sort out, he's all good, whatever.
He's sweet.
It'll work out, Pete will find a way.
Yeah, and it did. And you're doing
Still
great.
growing. But yeah, I know, the next biggest step for us, I guess, man, and this is the hardest thing, is just that being an adult is difficult with money, right? So it's, you know, we've got a few $1,000s saved up. We have to be thinking about the baby. We have to be thinking about saving up for the visa, because you have to pay, or we have to pay $7,500.
Yes.
That's going to be fun for this partner visa. Even though we're married, even though we have a kid on the way,
doesn't mean anything to the government.
Exactly. That's it. No special treatment, huh, Kel?
Yeah, no.
Were you expecting a red carpet?
Yeah.
You were like,
No,
I married this guy, let me in.
I was really sad yesterday because I need to take maternity leave from school.
Yep.
But I'm on a student visa, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very complex sort of issue. You have to talk to school and then...
And you keep hearing conflicting things from different people.
Yes. So some people say, oh, it's fine. You just get a medical certificate and you go there and they can't deny you your leave.
Yeah.
And then I will go and talk to school and they're like, that's not how it works.
Or you hear the opposite,
better be
right?
here.
Where you hear, it should be okay.
It should be okay.
And you're like, please don't say that. I want to know definitively, is it going to be okay or is it not going to be
My
okay?
English is not perfect, but it's good enough to understand that it should be okay. It's not 100% it is going to be okay.
Exactly. Or it is not going to be okay,
Yes.
in which case I can plan for what I need to do.
Being myself, I can, prepare.
Kel's heard that a few times, ringing the hospital, trying to work out stuff with the baby, and they're like, insurance, should be okay. And Kel's like, I need to know.
It's just so much money, and they're just so vague, about those things. And so with the visa, and it's funny because I was talking about this on Instagram, and just saying, I'm so upset. It's what's happening. Sometimes I forget how connected I already am to this baby, but something like that happens, and I'm just like, I don't want to be away. He's going to be 2 months old, and I don't want to be away, even for 2 days a week. Yeah, which probably would be good for me to, take my mind somewhere else and just be. But at the same time, I'm like, he needs me 100%. And anyway, I was talking about that, and people were just like, but didn't you marry an Australian? Why are you worried about that? I'm like, that's not how it works.
It's not just, they don't just roll out the red carpet, everything's champagne and,
people don't hand you, like, there you go, a permanent residency.
You have the key to the city.
No, man, it's hard work. Don't imagine you marry someone here and things will be, I'm sweet, just like, can stay for, no. You better save up and you better plan, because money necessarily is not everything, right? If you don't have enough evidence, and I'm carrying a baby, man, and it's not enough. Like it's a lot.
I know. So. I would have thought we could just do a DNA test and be like, bam, there you go. The baby's Australian. She can stay.
It's probably good that they say we are a family, right? Like we have a stable long-term relationship, and there's a baby, and so it's not a quick sort of thing. But then at the same time, they can just refuse it.
Yep. On a whim.
Yep. So it's really, it is important to be careful. And no, I'm not a resident yet, because I married him. So yes.
I want to be a Brazilian, damn it. What do I have to do?
Spent 2 years in Brazil.
2 years? That's never going to happen.
Oh, well.
I want it to happen, but I can't imagine us moving there for 2 years, like, straight, if that's what it requires. I can imagine going there 3 months out of every year or something, but 2 years is a bit of a stretch.
Definitely.
And to leave everything here would be difficult. I'd love to, though. Don't get sad.
No,
I would totally be up for it.
We would probably go, but 2 years is actually quite a lot.
But tell me about the temperature, Kel. How are you going? What was the temperature like today? How have you found the...
It was hot, but wasn't as horrible as... How long ago was it? Like the 39, 38 degrees that we had.
Maybe a week or two ago.
Heat wave?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
It was hell.
What?
It was terrible. It was hell.
It was like a few days.
It was terrible.
You're the one... This is the funny thing. This is why I wanted to bring it up. So Kel's from the equator.
Yeah,
in Brazil. Literally, what is it, like -2 on latitude, right?
Yeah.
Longitude, latitude. So you're from the equator and you lived there for 28 years? 27 years?
28, yeah.
And then you came here and you went to Townsville, which is in the very north of Australia. It's like, it's getting up there. It's in Queensland, North Queensland. But that's like 12 latitude, right? So that's even further south. Man. And that's hot. But what the hell, dude? You were over there. You were over there and in Townsville for 30 years in this kind of weather, and now you've come to Victoria and you're like, this is too hot.
I was always complaining in Townsville. I was always complaining in Brazil. The thing is that there was no one to listen to me,
because they were all from there as well and used to it. And what's your problem?
And I just hate it. I feel really. Well, I don't mind a sunny day, right? I like going out and going to the beach and things. I just don't like feeling, no one does, feeling so uncomfortable because it's so hot. And last week we had 2 days, it was extremely hot.
It was pretty funny when you walked outside and you're like, why is the wind so hot? It's not humid, it's just dry heat.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
But
it's good.
It feels horrible.
I love it.
Oh, no,
man, you wait. You go to the beach in summer on a 40-degree day, get in the water, get out of the water, and you cool down. Well, you don't cool down, but the water evaporates straight off your body. like so fast, and there's no humid, muggy, uncomfortable, sticky, like wet feeling because the humidity's so high in the atmosphere. Down here it'll be hot, but it'll be dry. And I really like it. I really like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like the heat, but I prefer that. I remember going to Queensland when I was doing turtle research during my undergrad. We would go there each summer for like 4 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever it was. And I hated the 35 degrees every goddamn day.
Yeah, that's pretty much
humid.
my sit in Brazil.
Yeah, and you couldn't wear socks, you couldn't wear pants, you couldn't wear a jumper. It was always
naked.
No, well, it was just shorts. You know, you're wearing your boardies and you're wearing a wife beater, like a blue singlet. We call them wife beaters. And you'd wear thongs because people who beat their wives always wear those singlets.
Okay.
it's a slang term in Australia. So those are called wife beaters because, there's a sort of, I guess, stereotype that people who hit their wives are always in singlets holding a beer,
gross.
Yeah, with a mullet.
Oh, the worst.
I remember that, and I was like, Queensland's amazing, but and at the night time I'd be sleeping in tents. Well, I'd be sleeping in a tent. Wouldn't be sleeping in multiple tents, but it was just so hard. You'd have like a blow up lilo, you know lilos, like an inflatable mattress and your pillow and a sheet. And you'd have like the cover off the top of the tent, so you've just got the fly screen that effectively that like see-through mist net kind of thing, and it would still be like I have to stretch out into a starfish and just like don't let any part of my body touch any other part of my body. Yeah.
Gross.
So anyway, whinging about these hot places. So
so I am from a really hot region in Brazil. I came to Australia to hot, terrible place. I mean, the city's lovely, but just the temperature is terrible. But I do complain about the heat.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it.
I think any time it gets above 28, you're like, this is horrible.
I know.
This is as hot as it is in hell.
I hate sweating. That's why I got used to being always like clean and fresh when it's cold.
I don't like it either, but I don't know. If I want to go for a swim or something, I would much prefer that it was above 28 or so.
It's funny because
the temperature needs to be hot above the water, right? Like the water can be cold, but if the air temperature is the same or close to the water temperature, there's no way I'm getting in. Even though the relative difference between the two probably makes it more pleasant, at least initially. I don't know. I prefer it to be really hot.
And that's another thing. I do take living close to the beach for granted because it was like that in Brazil. Well, not that I was on the beach every week, but if I wanted, it would take me like 15 minutes by car, if that. But
and what would it be here, Kel? From our house, you could probably throw a rock and it'd land in the water.
But you guys you always say, oh, it's so nice to live close to the beach, and everyone's like looking forward to summer, and like I just don't get it. I'm like, oh, whatever, the beach. just like that. I don't even swim, man.
Yeah, you're learning.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah,
just showing you that for me it's like okay, like summer, yay.
There are people like that here. I went for years. I remember when I was in high school, I think, without going to the beach, even though we lived so close.
You liked surfing and stuff? Yeah,
when I was younger, but I think when I was like in year 12, maybe the final year of high school, I don't remember. I don't remember. I remember remembering that I hadn't been for a long time.
Yeah.
And being like, far out, I'm so close, and yet I just don't go down there. And it's weird. It is one of those things you just take it for granted, right?
Absolutely.
Even when we were running around Ocean Grove and Leopold picking up things that we'd bought secondhand online, there were all these places that are so close to where I live that I've never been. And it's like, what? There's this whole little town here that's, only 10 minutes away and I've never been here?
I know, it's crazy.
So weird. It's so funny how your world, like mine expands all the way obviously to Canberra more recently, and yet I know parts of Canberra better than I know what's right next door.
I wonder, how I'll feel when I go to Brazil to visit my family and see the city from like
for the first time in ages.
So different. crazy.
So pregnancy-wise, Kel, give us an update and then we can finish up. It's almost been half an hour. How are you feeling? You entered the second trimester on Monday.
It's a big difference. I thought it was just like people trying to cheer me up, but it is very different. I think I should be more responsible. 14 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. 14 weeks and 2 days.
2 days.
Congratulations.
And I feel good.
For the first time in 3 months?
I feel really good.
Yeah.
I feel my energy's back. I don't feel pretty. Like people say, oh, your hair's going to be amazing.
Shut up.
Your skin's going to be glowing.
Shut up. You're
I'm
beautiful.
Just like, oh,
shut up.
I feel gross, but physically, I mean, like energy-wise, I feel great. I can, do things and just fine. I help you with the things that I wanted to help. And
I know, I'm always like, how much do I try and give her to do or to carry? Like, if I've got a whole carload of stuff, I'm always like, can't remember we tried getting a couch out of the car, and Kel's like, I can do it. I can do it. And then she picked it up and was like, no. So I had to call Dad to get him to come down from his house.
Yeah. But it's been good. There's definitely entering the second trimester. It's been good.
So has it sunk in yet? After we did the ultrasound and we got to see the baby for the first time, hear its heartbeat, see it move. Yeah. Has it really sunk in?
I think it comes in waves. Like with the school issue, I mean, trying to sort it out, but still a bit shady. I don't know what's going to be. But it was like, I imagine I would get upset, just like, oh yeah, I won't have enough time at home. But I got it just crashed me. I was just like, wow, I do not want to be away
from the baby
for the first 6 months.
Because that's something I'll never understand, the bond that you get with the baby. Well, in utero whilst it's in you, inside of you, but also obviously whilst you're nurturing it and breastfeeding it when it's first out of you, because obviously I'll be here and I can hold it, but you have a completely different connection to the baby because it literally relies on you for life, right? Like, I mean, I can buy powdered milk, but
I felt guilty. I felt like, wow, I'm not gonna be here, and as if I was already the worst mom.
Like you were neglecting it or something.
Yeah, I know. It's probably, if it is, things do happen as they were supposed to. When I have more time away from school, great. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Like you're gonna be here. Yeah. We have your sister, we have your mom and your dad. So,
But we can all breastfeed it. Yeah, you just rotate through.
You can. Who is you the dad, right? So you the best person to stay with the baby if I'm not here. Yeah. But I was really sad. It just really made me depressed, and I was like crying and just feeling horrible. And that's when you asked me if it has hit me and how I feel. Like
you weren't expecting that reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm having just a normal day, sometimes I don't even think, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. But then something like that happens, I'm like, wow, that's really strong. And I'm starting to lose my clothes, and that's another thing. So
she's having
dealing with my body changing. And
you were happy the other day. She doesn't like spending money, guys. Like, she's so cheap. Not even to the point where she has one dress at the moment. She has like a nightie, which is what she's currently wearing now. What she sleeps in, right? It's kind of a small dress, right? Yes. And you wear that around the house generally. Yes. Because it obviously is very comfortable. But you have one dress that my sister gave you that is maternity dress, right? Like the stomach part of it is stretchy material. It's one of those stripy, what would you call it? A dress? A skirt?
It's a dress. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't wear it.
It's just, you stretch and...
Stretchy material. Yeah. That's it. And so the other day I'm like, Kel, come on. Like we were out for breakfast, right? With Annika, or was it the other day before?
Annika, yeah.
My sister, and I was like, oh, we walked past a shop, and I was like, there's some nice dresses here. They're on sale. Let's get some, Kel. Even if we just get one, let's get you something. She's like, nah, screw that. Too much money. Nah.
It was like, $35, man.
That's nothing.
I'm not buying
that's 50% off. It was $70, but only $35.
No. Like, I don't know. If I was working, I'll probably be more,
All right, let's spend it.
Yeah. But because I'm not, well, I'm contributing in different ways, but
You're growing a child. That's a job, baby.
Yeah, but
you are growing a child. You are working harder than I am.
I know.
She's
But
like,
it just
pay
feels
me more.
like, again, because I'm so like, I'm a control freak and I feel like, okay, now we have a rent to pay and all the things. So, and honestly, if I was like desperate for a dress, I'd probably buy one.
Yeah.
But I know it's just a dress, right? I have one that I can use, so it's fine.
Whereas
so
I
you
was
got
like,
me 4 dresses.
I went out the other day. I had to get
Sweet.
cords. I had to get all this stuff for the podcast. And then across the road, there was, I think it was Rivers. It's a brand here in
I think
Australia.
that's it.
And I just saw in the front window all
So
these dresses for sale. So I was like, oh man, are they stretch? I asked the lady, I'm like, so my wife is up the duff. She's pregnant. She's in her second trimester. What here will stretch and potentially survive the entire pregnancy? And she was like, oh, this stuff's fine. And it was like $15 each.
Cool.
So I got you 4 of them.
They're really cute.
That's
and
Christmas
also-
present. That's the Christmas present, right, by the way.
Aw,
Yeah, that's
thank
it.
you.
Early Christmas
I need
present.
to find this one.
Just be you, Kel. Come on.
So if
She's going to make me pancakes. There you go, Pete.
Okay, socks.
Yeah, great. Socks, dinosaur socks.
But yeah, thank you. It was really sweet.
Kel never gets me dresses.
No. But, yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, and what are you expecting for the rest of the pregnancy? Before we finish up, what do you, as a reference, because we can obviously come back and listen to this, and maybe you can say this. Imagine that you were talking to your child who has grown up and is now 18 years old and learning Australian English. And he's dug through all the episodes of Aussie English over the last 18 years and found this one just before he was born, 6 months before.
Yeah.
What are you expecting the rest of this pregnancy, if not the rest of his early life, to be like?
I'm really looking forward to feeling this ferocious love that people talk about when they talk about pregnancy and having a baby. I do love my baby, like in a way that I feel so responsible for him, but it hasn't really happened to me to be like head over heels about him because it's so new and there's all the other things happening.
Hasn't dawned on you yet.
Yeah. But I just hope the connection grows and just want to.
Do you think he's going to be a good person? What do you think he's going to end up being?
He's going to be great.
What's his job going to be, Kel? What do you think he's going to...
Doctor.
What kind of doctor?
Surgeon. Yes.
It's already decided. Wow, you just put the weight of the world on his tiny little baby shoulders. I hope he finds this episode one day. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I hope the rest of your pregnancy goes well. I tell you that. I hope you don't feel sick. I hope you feel amazing. I hope the second trimester is easy. Piece of cake.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all downhill from here, right?
Cool. So next time we can talk about birth options. I think
Yeah,
that'd be a nice
for sure.
topic, and water birth and cesareans and stuff. So
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. It is now 10:30, so we've smashed out about half an hour.
nice.
It's nice to try out the new equipment.
Sorry if I was moving away and like shaking.
Kel's getting used to it. She's touching the table and like...
Sorry guys.
I can also hear an echo. I've ordered foam that will go on the walls to stop this echo, because currently the room has a bookshelf that is empty and a table with gear on it, and that is it. And the rest is just flat walls. And so, echo! You can hear the echo.
A little bit, but yeah.
Not the end of the world. But hopefully you guys have liked it. Hopefully the gear sounds better than it did previously, especially when you get really close and it gets really intimate. It gets really intimate. You know, it sounds like I'm whispering in your ear. Anyway, it's going to take a while to get used to that and getting used to the equipment, but it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out, Kel. And guys, let me know what you think of this episode. And if you'd like us to do more impromptu, spare of the minute chats like this.
Absolutely improvised.
Yeah. We didn't have a script. We just sat down. Kel's going to have fun transcribing this episode.
God.
I don't know if you guys know, but Kel's the one I actually pay now to transcribe all these episodes for the podcast. Because obviously, you know, she's at home quite often. And
I need to improve my English as well.
It's working really well. Yeah, you've been enjoying it, right?
Like, yeah, definitely.
You miss parts and you ask me what they are, but you must learn so much from having to listen to me and you talk or anyone else.
And it's funny to listen to myself. And I know, I have to stop doing that. I have to stop saying like so many times. And yeah, it's really good.
But that happens. I do that all the time. I'm sure you guys will hear me when I do expression episodes saying, right?
No, you say
right?
so.
Right?
All the time.
Yeah. So now, yes, I know. We all do it. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys, and we will chat to you soon. Peace out. Say peace out, Kel.
Peace out.
That was piss out. You gotta say peace out.
Oh, shut up.
See you guys.